Stop. This is it. Alright, winter is over, so that means it's time for a FTP test to see if we did improve over winter or not. So I'm doing a little warm-up in zone 2 with maybe some activation sprints. I don't know if it's necessary. Let's do the test. Alright, let's do this. I did a 10-minute warm-up before this warm-up. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, I'm doing a FTP ramp test on Zwift. You have the ramp test Lite. That's for people that probably have a FTP of less than 200. It's a bit lighter, and I'm doing the normal FTP ramp test. So what is an FTP test? It's basically the max power you can hold for about an hour. It's one of the best ways to measure cycling fitness. I find that the ramp test is a little bit of an overestimate of your FTP, so the number that comes out will be a bit higher than I think my FTP will be, but it's pretty close, I think. My previous FTP test was on Ruby a couple of months ago, and I got 250 watts FTP, but I guess my real FTP was around 240. And the reason why the ramp test is a little bit of an overestimate, because some people are punchers and they can really push through that harder watts when they're not fatigued. So to be good, you should be doing the test a little bit of fatigued. On my last test, I had to stop at the end of the 340 watts, the watts that I'm riding right now. So let's see if we can push through to the 360. Then I know my FTP is already higher than it was the last time that I did the test. You can see my heart rate is already 180. My max heart rate is 192. So there's a little bit of room there, but the legs are already burning hard. So let's see if we can push through this 360 watt interval. Let's go. Alright, last time we stopped here, so we are pushing through. FTP will be higher than last time, that's a good sign. But let's see how much higher we can get. At the start of this year, I set myself a goal to reach an FTP of 300 watts. That is an increase of 60 watts in 1 year. It's a pretty big increase, because when you are at 150 FTP, it's a small increase to get another 50 watts extra, but when you're already at 250, it's pretty hard. So let's see if we can do it. But we are now 3 months in the new year and already up in FTP. So let's see how much we can get up. That's the 360 watt interval done. Now we go to the 380. Heart rate is 184, so we are getting close to the max. But let's push through. Stop. This is it. My legs are shaking.
Even my racing score got up. Fuck. Let's do a cool down. Alright, test done. I'm doing a little cool down. My legs are absolutely destroyed. But my new FTP should be 280. That's almost 40 watts more, but I think the ramp test is a bit an overestimate of the FTP, so I think I got around 270 watts FTP, so that's pretty nice. I'm around 74 kilograms, so I will put the watt per kg on the screen because I don't want to calculate it right now. But yeah, see you in the next one.